Hi, I'm Garrett, and this is my wife Lauren. We are spare time travel vloggers on a 6-week adventure through India, Nepal, Thailand, and Vietnam.
Over the next 5 days, we'll be exploring northern India's famous tourist triangle. And our first stop?
We're in Delhi. Good morning. We just landed in Delhi. Our flight got in about 3 a.m. so we picked a hotel that was close to the airport so we didn't have to travel all the way into Delhi. So we're actually staying in Aero City, which is just basically 5 minutes from the airport, which was super convenient. We are staying here for the next 2 nights and we're going to explore Delhi, see all of the sights, eat some delicious food. So we're super excited. Let's get to it.
First stop in any new city is always food. We are headed next to Bukhara. It is in the ITC Luxury Collection Marriott. It's a world-renowned restaurant. The Clintons, Arnold Schwarzenegger, a whole bunch of people have eaten there, and it is one of the best Northern Indian restaurants supposedly in the world. This is a little bit of a redemption for me. I came back in 2019, but it was my first time in Asia and my first time experiencing Indian traffic. I had a little bit of a panic moment on my way over here. One of my coworkers gave me Dramamine, which I had never taken before, and I was essentially drugged the entire meal, and I don't remember any of it. So I was determined to come back on this trip and actually remember it. So we're gonna head over there next, and I'm hoping that it is as great as I think it will be. Can't see chutney without thinking of New Girl.
Malai kebab chicken.
At this restaurant, there are no utensils, so you have to get like the locals and eat with your hands. It's messy, but very, very delicious, and everything is just so scoopable.
Okay, we just finished at the restaurant and it was absolutely delicious, but it was very, very expensive. I think we spent like 6,000 rupees, which is like pretty absurd, I'm not gonna lie, but it was good. I would say it was worth the expense, but we're gonna have to find some cheaper alternatives later on the line. But I'm glad we came. So now we're gonna go see some of the sights. We only have about 24 hours here in Delhi, so we're gonna try and make the most of it. We made it to Humayun's tomb. We're about to walk in. We gotta pay the tourist prices, 600 rupees versus 40. We just arrived at Humayun's tomb. We're walking around now, just taking in all the sights, and it's beautiful out here.
So it's actually, it's called Humayun's tomb, but there's actually smaller tombs all around it. It's a big ground, so it's not just the one main building. There's a lot to see all around it as well. So we're kind of working our way up to the main attraction, but it's definitely cool to see. Some of this stuff is so old. I feel like you go to Europe and you see things from the 1800s and you're fascinated by that, and you come here and you realize this is the 1500s, and it's just incredible. So we're gonna take it in, walk around the grounds slowly, and enjoy all of the beautiful architecture and stonework.
As I was, you are probably wondering, who is Humayun and what is the significance of this tomb? Humayun was the second Mughal emperor of India, and his tomb was built in 1570 after his death. This site also contains around 150 graves from other members of the ruling family. That's wild. Think about just being buried with all of your different family members from multiple generations. Maybe that's a thing. Probably is, but I don't know. Pretty crazy. This tomb was one of the first of its time, a tomb with 4-quadrant garden with pools joined by channels. This tomb really defined the Mughal architecture style and would be used to construct the famous Taj Mahal a century later. Look at all that marble. It's always good to learn something new.
We're headed to Qutub Minar. We were waiting on our Uber. It's a little hectic out here.
I have Uber.
Which is helpful. Just amazing to think how they built it. They had to be a very advanced society back in 1200 something, maybe sometime long ago, but you don't just build that with a bunch of people. I don't buy it.
It's the aliens. While I am an ancient astronaut theorist on most days, this was definitively constructed by humans. The central point of the complex is Qutub Minar, a minaret built as a victory tower in 1192 AD. Most of the surrounding buildings and monuments were constructed in the following 2 centuries.
We timed our trip with golden hour, and the lighting and sunset views really added to the experience. And while Lauren was enjoying taking pictures of the sights, other tourists enjoyed taking pictures of her, and we ended up making some new friends.
We're leaving Qutub Minar now. We have been exploring, taking a lot of photos, and now we're gonna walk to go get some food and hopefully find a good rooftop.
We're walking to a restaurant called Rue. It's like right across the street, definitely walking distance from Qutub Minar. It definitely feels like cheating that we're going here because we've definitely been to this restaurant in San Francisco, but we're really excited to try it in Delhi. Full disclosure, we're being quote unquote very safe in India this time around. So we are doing a hike. We're going to Everest Base Camp in 5 days, and we really just can't afford to risk anything not feeling right. So we are being extremely cautious this time around.
We gotta watch them cook.
We balled out at dinner and started with paneer tikka. Look at them spices. For our main course, we had tandoori chicken koftas, some naan, kulcha, which at this restaurant was stuffed on with delicious fillings, and some raita. After dinner, we were absolutely stuffed, and then we called an Uber to head back to our hotel. We did get stuck in the famous Delhi traffic, and it probably took us about an hour to get back to our hotel, which, you know, we expected. We really hope you enjoyed this video. We are off to Agra tomorrow to see the famous Taj Mahal. We are very excited to share this journey with you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.